Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be talking about North Dakota, giving you guys an update on North Dakota, showing you guys around the warehouse where we're storing our miners. So we got like more than 1,000 miners came in. These miners are from our clients, the clients that are hosting with us, or the clients that bought themselves a megawatt or half a megawatt. You know, anyone that was that jumped in with us in North Dakota, they shipped their miners over. Some of these miners were bought by our clients, and some of our clients actually just had miners located in other regions, located in other farms, and then once they got in with us in North Dakota, they withdrew their miners from those locations and sent them our way. So today's video we're going to be showing you guys around that warehouse, talking about updates for North Dakota, you know, and just going over what are the next steps. So if you think that's interesting, you know what to do. Hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and go to cryptollc.org if you're looking to get yourself a megawatt in North Dakota, if you're looking to get yourself half a megawatt. If you wanted to do maybe some hosting with us, all of that is available at cryptollc.org. And before we get started, Bitcoin saves your wealth and Jesus Christ saves your soul. All right, let's go. So you can see I am living it up here. Went out to this nice little place. It's got little shops. They just built this past like 1-2 years. And it's really nice. They got this man-made, I guess you can call it like a little pond, and nice shops, by the way, high-end shops. They even have a splash pad. I can hear that noise behind me. That's the splash pad over here. So it's great for my kids. I'm gonna bring my kids over here for that splash pad when it's gonna be like nice and warm, well, nice and hot actually. And then look, the normal Florida thing, right? You got the alligators. Only seen one so far, and it was a small one, so I'm waiting to see like a big one in there. All right, well anyway, so North Dakota. So the update there is we have this warehouse that we're storing the miners. So some of our clients, they bought themselves some J Pros, which is, you know, as of right now, makes the most sense because it is so affordable. It is so cheap, and you can get those and ROI on them really, really fast. You know, a lot less than a year. A lot less than a year. And you can ROI on them, and after that, you make good profits. So it's a great miner to jump in. And then some of our other clients, they got S19Ks, which is it has an improvement, a good improvement. You know, you're mining at 23 watts a terahash by default, which is great. So some of our clients got the Ks, and then one of our clients is thinking he wants to maybe get some S21s, S21 Pros, which is a really expensive ones, right? They're super expensive miners, but they are really, really good in terms of their hash rate. So it all depends on your appetite, right? Your appetite for stability, like how stable do you want your mining to be? Like, do you want to take any risk? Because if you take a little bit of risk, then you can get cheaper miners. You could, you know, and the cheaper the miners, the slower the miners, the more the risk. But then again, your electric rate is so cheap that you can afford to do that. But if you really, really, really hate risk, right? You really dislike risk. You want to take absolute zero risk, zero. Then the miner you should get is the S21 Pro. Right, those are the miners you should get. They have basically no risk, right? But they are very expensive. So some of our clients, they just want to do that. They want to, you know, their business plan is, you know, I want to get these miners. I want to plug in my S21 Pros, and then I don't want to think about it. I want to leave them alone. I want them to just sit there and mine for the next 3, 4, 5 years. I don't want to replace them. I'm going to mine them to death. Some of our clients have that strategy. They have that business strategy, which works. It's not a bad strategy. It's a great strategy. But if you want to have a little bit more risk, or you're tight on your budget, then the miner you should be looking at should be like an S19K, maybe a regular S21, S19J Pros, even S19s, right? Those type of miners. So that's if you're like on a budget, you get like an S19. So, but from our perspective, like if I was to recommend one, you know, I would go for S19J Pro. Like as of right now, it's the most solid miner. You can put them in low power mode and get 23 watts terahash if you wanted to do that. And they're so cheap and they're so available, and you can get those for a good price. But anyway, so some of our clients got the S19Ks. You can see them. I just showed you guys some B-roll on those S19Ks. So those are great. And yeah, so if you wanted to get some and you ship them to us, we'll be storing them at this warehouse for now. And then once we get closer and closer to launching our site, that's when we actually take the miners and we ship them over to our actual site. and then put them or store them inside of our storage containers. We're gonna have a lot of storage containers, by the way, so they're gonna be just sitting there inside those containers waiting to be launched. And then once we launch, obviously have great content for you guys. So in terms of North Dakota, update for North Dakota. So North Dakota, as of right now, is going all according to plan. Again, we're all waiting on the water board. I think we're gonna be on that water board meeting most likely in February. There is a chance we might be on it in January, but most likely it's going to be February. I think it's February 12th. I think it's a water board meeting. But until then, you know, we're continuing to work. We're finishing the grading. The gravel is going to be arriving this week. We should then have the gravel down. After that, the utility company is going to installing their side of things, right? Their primary meter, their disconnect. They're going to start bringing over their transformers. So that's going to be in about 2 weeks. The utility company should complete their work there in about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. So everything's kind of lined up. And then, of course, right now you got Christmas coming up. You know, so like the schedule is who knows what, right? Because they tell you one thing, you know, the utility company, but then it's, I don't know, you know, they might just say, you know what, we're so busy and Christmas is here, you know, we're just going to start in January. So things like that can happen. But as of right now, it's all going to schedule. So yeah, everything's going good there in North Dakota. Let's see, what other updates do we have from there in terms of the miners? So the engineers, they're working on their side of things. And yeah, everything's pretty much golden there. I just wanted to run those videos with you guys, show you guys around that warehouse. And then, of course, if you're looking to jump in and get yourself a megawatt, we do have that available. Megawatt, half a megawatt. So half a megawatt is going to be 500,000 watts. You can get that for yourself. Like if you're on a budget, or you don't, you know, maybe you only have a certain amount of money, you wanted to just grab half a meg and then use your remaining funds to buy miners. That's an option to do. But otherwise, it's a megawatt, the standard procedure there. All right, well, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys like it. And until next time, goodbye.